Madison actually called Janelle, saying Dad said he didn't love you.
I know, but couldn't you, reach out to her?
All this upheaval, all this damage, all this tearing us apart. I don't know how we fix it, or when we fix it, or whether we fix it.
Janelle calls out Kody Brown's hypocrisy over money and property. Fairness only works for him. 4 years, Kody Brown preached about fairness. But when it comes to money, land, and responsibility, it looks like that fairness only applies to him. Janelle's patience has finally snapped. And now, she's exposing what fans have suspected all along, that Kody's version of equality might just be another control game. So, why isn't Kody giving Janelle what she deserves? Is there a hidden motive behind his money moves? Welcome back to Reality Replay, your ultimate destination for sister wives drama, truth bombs, and emotional deep dives. In the latest Sister Wives episode, tensions exploded once again between Janelle Brown and Kody Brown, and this time, it's not about emotions, it's about money. In a heated conversation, Janelle revealed her growing frustration about the Kody Pass property and how Kody seems to only care about fairness when it benefits him. And honestly, fans are done watching her get treated like an afterthought. The conversation that said it all. The moment came when Janelle said firmly, "Look, I don't care how fast it sells, I just want it resolved." Then she added, almost sarcastically, "Isn't he all about fairness, though?" Another voice responded, "Oh no, but only for him." Janelle nodded, with that familiar half-smile of disbelief. "Oh yeah, okay, I got you. Only when it applies to Kody Brown." It was a small exchange, but it told fans everything about how Kody has been handling the family's property and finances. The money problem at Kody Pass. To understand why Janelle's angry, let's rewind. Years ago, the Brown family bought Kody Pass, a huge piece of land in Flagstaff, Arizona, with dreams of building separate homes side by side, a symbol of unity. But those dreams quickly collapsed. Christine left the family. Meri became emotionally distant. And Janelle, who had invested her own money into the property, was left hanging in financial limbo. She's been renting, living in an RV, and struggling to get clear answers about what she's actually entitled to. And through it all, Kody continues talking about his plans, his vision, and his family goals, as if Janelle's contributions mean nothing. Janelle's frustration hits a peak. 4 years, Janelle has been the family's quiet backbone, responsible, logical, and financially disciplined. She was the one who made sacrifices to pay the family's bills, invest in property, and think long-term. But now, as she tries to secure her share of the assets, she's facing walls of resistance from Kody. He's delayed selling the land, avoided transparency about money, and constantly shifted priorities, especially since most of his attention revolves around Robyn, his only remaining wife. So when Janelle said, "I just want it resolved," you could feel the exhaustion in her voice. She's done waiting. Reality Replay analysis. What's really going on? Let's break it down. There are 3 possible reasons Kody isn't giving Janelle the wealth she deserves. 1. Control. Kody has always thrived on being the decision-maker. Money equals power. And as long as he controls the property, he controls the narrative, and in a way, controls Janelle's options. If she gets her fair share, she's completely free, financially and emotionally. And deep down, Kody doesn't want to lose that influence. 2. Resentment. Kody feels betrayed. He's admitted in interviews that he feels abandoned by his former wives. So withholding full financial cooperation might be his way of getting even, punishing Janelle under the guise of being fair. 3. Disorganization or denial. Finally, there's the simplest explanation. Kody may have mismanaged the property so badly that he doesn't want to open the books. Maybe he can't face the financial reality that the dream he sold everyone was built on shaky ground. Fan reactions, outrage and support. Social media erupted after the scene aired. Here's what fans are saying. Janelle deserves every penny she put into that land. Kody's definition of fairness is whatever helps him sleep at night. He's holding that land hostage because it's the only thing he still controls. Many viewers praised Janelle for staying calm but firm. She didn't scream. She didn't lose her composure, but her message was loud and clear. Enough is enough. The property mess in numbers. Though the show avoids exact details, reports suggest the family owns several parcels under Brown Family Holdings, LLC, with Janelle and Kody listed on key deeds. But since the plural family broke apart, decisions about selling or dividing those assets have stalled. And while Kody keeps saying it's complicated, fans believe it's intentionally complicated. Because as long as it's unresolved, Kody can still call the shots. Meanwhile, Janelle's living with the stress, unable to fully move forward or invest in her own home. The human side of it, beyond the money, there's a deeper emotional wound. 4 years, Janelle trusted Kody, not just as a husband, but as a partner. They built businesses together, raised 6 children, and shared dreams of independence. Now, she's realizing that partnership may have been one-sided. She contributed, he controlled. That realization hurts, more than any financial loss. Reality Replay take Kody's motive revealed. At Reality Replay, we think this moment shows Kody's pattern crystal clear. When things go his way, he preaches unity and fairness. But when accountability comes knocking, suddenly the rules change. His fairness isn't about balance, it's about dominance. And Janelle calling that out on national television is a major turning point. She's not afraid anymore. She's speaking the truth with calm confidence. And that's more powerful than any shouting match could ever be. What's next for Janelle? Fans are hopeful Janelle will take legal steps to secure her share of the property and investments. She's already emotionally detached from Kody. The next step is financial freedom. And once that happens, there's no looking back. She's got the intelligence, the grace, and the determination to rebuild from scratch on her own terms. Kody might still be clinging to Coyote Pass as a symbol of his authority. But for Janelle, it's just a reminder of a partnership that's long expired. Kody once said the family was built on fairness. Now, that fairness has turned into a joke. Because as Janelle pointed out, it only applies when it benefits Kody Brown. Maybe it's time for her to take back her power, not through confrontation, but through closure. Because the moment Janelle walks away from that unfinished dream, she finally gets something Kody can never take from her, peace of mind. So what do you think, Reality Replay family? Is Kody keeping the money and land to control Janelle? Or is this just another example of him refusing to let go of the past? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Madison actually called Janelle, saying Dad said he didn't love you.
I know, but couldn't you, reach out to her?
All this upheaval, all this damage, all this tearing us apart. I don't know how we fix it, or when we fix it, or whether we fix it.
Kody Brown's confession shocks fans. Dad said he didn't love you. Madison breaks down. A daughter's heartbreak, a father's silence. When Madison called her mom crying, saying Dad said he didn't love you, it broke millions of hearts. Now fans are asking, how could Kody Brown let his family fall apart like this? He says he doesn't know how to fix it, but maybe the damage is already done. Tonight, we break down the truth behind the Brown family's latest emotional collapse. In the newest episode of Sister Wives, the cracks in the Brown family got deeper than ever. When Kody Brown, Robyn, and Janelle faced one of the hardest conversations yet. This time, it wasn't about property or jealousy. It was about love, or rather, the painful absence of it, the phone call that shook Janelle. During the episode, Kody revealed a shocking moment. Madison actually called Janelle, saying, Dad said he didn't love you. For a moment, even Robyn looked stunned. The idea that one of his own daughters believed her father had stopped loving her mother, that's not just drama, that's heartbreak. Kody admitted that this conversation symbolized how broken things had become. And he wasn't wrong, but whose fault was that? Robyn tries to help. Robyn, often seen as a peacemaker, and sometimes the lightning rod for fan anger, responded gently. I know, but couldn't you reach out to her? Her tone was compassionate, but also revealing. It implied that Kody hadn't been reaching out at all. And that's the issue fans are talking about. Robyn was basically saying what everyone's been thinking. If Kody truly cares, why hasn't he called Madison? Why hasn't he checked in? Kody's response. Kody sighed, defeated. All this upheaval, all this damage, all this tearing us apart. I don't know how we fix it, or when we fix it, or whether we fix it. Those words sounded more like giving up than taking responsibility. For a man who once led a family of over 20 people with confidence and authority, this sounded like a confession of emotional exhaustion and guilt. But it doesn't erase the pain that his children, especially Madison, are feeling right now. Madison's hurt is real. Let's pause and think about Madison Brownbrush, Janelle's daughter with Kody. She's grown, married, and raising her own kids, but that doesn't mean she's immune to hurt. For a daughter to feel that her father has stopped caring, it cuts deep. It's not just about being ignored. It's about feeling unseen. According to insiders and fan reactions, Madison hasn't had consistent contact with Kody for a long time. And while life gets busy, it's clear she's been feeling emotionally abandoned. Her phone call to Janelle was likely not just about anger, it was about pain. Reality replay analysis, who's really to blame? Now let's break it down, because this isn't just one miscommunication. Keycap 1: Kody's emotional withdrawal. Kody has openly admitted that he's pulled back from some of his children after the plural marriage fell apart. But instead of repairing the damage, he's retreated even more, especially from Janelle's side of the family. When he says, "I don't know how to fix it," it sounds like a man avoiding responsibility rather than a father fighting for reconciliation. Keycap 2: Madison's perspective. From Madison's view, it's simple. Her dad disappeared from her life. He stopped visiting, stopped calling, stopped showing interest. That silence creates pain and confusion. It's natural for her to feel hurt, and even more natural to reach out to her mother for comfort. Keycap 3: Robyn's position. Robyn's question, "Couldn't you reach out to her?" was small but significant. It was a reminder that healing starts with action. And even though many fans criticize Robyn, in this moment, she said what needed to be said. Fan reactions, outrage online. The Sister Wives fan community exploded with emotion after the scene aired. Social media was flooded with posts like, "Madison deserves better than a father who ghosts his kids." "Kody always plays the victim, but never takes the first step." Robyn said what we were all thinking, "Reach out, Kody." Many fans felt that Kody's response was weak, dismissive, and cold, as if he's given up on the very family he built. Others believe he's still stuck in denial, unable to admit that his own pride caused the emotional distance. Janelle's silence speaks volumes. Throughout all of this, Janelle has stayed calm, but her silence says everything. She's not chasing Kody anymore. She's not begging him to be present. She's focusing on peace, independence, and emotional stability. But when Madison called saying, "Dad said he didn't love you," it reopened an old wound. Not because Janelle needs Kody's love, but because her daughter still does. That's the heartbreak of divorce and fractured families. Even when you move on, the next generation still feels the aftershocks. Reality replay take, the real problem. At Reality Replay, we see this as more than just a sad moment. It's a turning point. Kody's biggest problem isn't that he doesn't care. It's that he doesn't act. He talks about pain, but doesn't fix it. He admits the family is torn apart, but doesn't pick up the phone. He recognizes that Madison's hurting, but doesn't visit. It's emotional paralysis, and it's destroying what's left of his relationships. Why Kody needs to reach out. Being a father isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Madison doesn't need Kody to fix the past. She needs him to show up now. A text, a call, a visit. Small things could rebuild years of distance. But the longer he waits, the colder the silence becomes. And eventually, it won't be possible to fix it at all. Kody says he doesn't know whether we fix it. But that's not fate, that's a choice. He can choose to keep hiding behind guilt and pride, or he can choose to fight for his children before it's too late. Madison's pain is real. And as viewers, we're reminded that family doesn't break overnight. It breaks slowly every time someone chooses silence over love. What do you think, Reality Replay family? Is Kody Brown truly lost, or is he just refusing to take responsibility? Should Madison try again, or stop waiting for him to change? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Previously on Sister Wives. I keep thinking that you and I could make this work. What about you and me?
Storms, speed dating, and secrets. Sister Wives Season 20 Episode 3 shocks everyone. A tornado, a road trip, and a broken heart, all in one explosive episode. Michaelty and Tony's move turns into a fight for safety, while Meri steps into the dating world for the first time in years. And as Christine cheers her daughter on from afar, Janelle and Kody's distance grows even colder. Tonight, we break down everything that happened and everything that's about to change in Sister Wives Season 20, Episode 3. Season 20 is heating up fast, and Episode 3 delivers two storylines that couldn't be more different. One filled with danger and chaos, and the other with hope and self-discovery. We've got Michael T. and Tony driving into a literal storm, and Meri stepping into emotional territory she's avoided for years. And somewhere in between, Christine and David are trying to keep everyone steady as the Brown family fractures even more. Storyline 1. Michael T. and Tony's move into the storm. It all begins with Michael T. Brown and her husband, Tony, packing up for a cross-country move. Their destination? North Carolina, a new start far away from the emotional baggage of Flagstaff. But what was supposed to be a fresh beginning quickly spirals into a nightmare on the highway. As the couple drives through the Midwest, storm alerts start buzzing on their phones. Then thunder cracks, the sky turns black, and hail starts pounding on the windshield. You can hear the panic in Tony's voice as they pull over, trying to figure out whether to turn back or push through. Christine and David, watching from afar, are glued to their phones, trying to guide them safely through what local news later calls a tornado zone. The camera cuts between the chaos on the road and Christine's confessional. I told her to stop, to just wait it out. But Michael T's stubborn, she gets that from me. It's one of those raw sister wives moments, where real danger collides with emotional symbolism. The storm isn't just weather, it's the metaphor for everything this family's been through. Why Michael T is leaving. As the rain pours down, Michael T opens up about her reasons for leaving. She's not just chasing a job or adventure, she's escaping the constant family tension. In the car, she tells Tony, I just need space from all of it. The drama, the pressure, the guilt trips. It's too much. And fans can feel that. For years, Michael T has been torn between loyalty to her mom, Christine, and maintaining ties with Kody. Now, she's choosing peace, even if it means moving thousands of miles away. Christine, in her interview, says she understands. I raised her to be strong. I just didn't expect her to have to be strong this way. That line hits hard. It's the pain of every mom who watches her child step into the world, but also away from the chaos she helped create. Christine and David's support. Christine and David shine as the emotional anchors of the episode. From their cozy living room, they're tracking weather updates and talking to Michael T through voice messages. David comforts Christine. She's gonna be fine. She's got your strength. And for a moment, viewers see something we've been waiting for. Christine finally has a partner who stands beside her instead of above her. The emotional storm might belong to Michael T, but the healing energy radiates from Christine's new life. It's love, peace, and safety, everything the Brown family home used to lack. Storyline 2. Meri's dating journey begins. While Michael T's battling the weather, Meri Brown is facing a different kind of storm, the emotional whirlwind of dating again. After years of heartbreak, public humiliation, and loneliness, Meri decides to take a leap and attend a speed dating event. The episode captures her nerves as she picks out an outfit, fixes her hair, and confides in a friend. I'm not even sure I remember how to flirt anymore. Cue the awkward smiles, the hesitant laughs, and, of course, the cringeworthy moments. One man makes an inappropriate joke about her polygamous past, and Meri's polite smile fades instantly. Another man brags about his wealth and exotic cars, clearly missing the mark. But then comes Ron, a quiet, kind-spoken man who asks her about her goals, not her baggage. For the first time in years, Meri's eyes light up. He was just normal, kind, real. That felt good. It's a small victory, but for fans who've watched her suffer, it feels like a breakthrough. Confessionals and emotional intercuts. What makes this episode powerful is how these storylines intertwine. While Michael T is fighting literal storms, Meri is facing emotional ones. And Christine, in her confessional, reflects on both journeys. Watching Meri try again and Michael T start over, it makes me realize how much we've all been through. We're all just trying to heal in our own way. Even Janelle appears briefly, offering perspective on how divided things still are, but also how hope is quietly creeping back in. It's the first time in a long while that Sister Wives feels raw, human, and real, less about drama, more about rebirth. Reality Replay Analysis. At Reality Replay, here's what we think. Episode 3 is more than filler, it's the emotional reset the show needed. 4 years, Sister Wives was defined by tension, blame, and heartbreak. But now we're seeing the family try, in their own ways, to rebuild. Mykelti represents the next generation escaping the pain of the past. Christine symbolizes healing and resilience. Meri embodies the courage to rediscover love after rejection. Janelle remains the quiet realist, the glue, even in absence. And Kody, his presence lingers like a shadow, mentioned but rarely felt, as if the family is finally learning to move forward without his control. As the episode closes, we see Mykelti and Tony finally arrive safely in North Carolina. They step out of the car, the rain still falling lightly, and Mykelti says, "Maybe the storm was a sign. We survived it. So we can survive anything." Meanwhile, Meri looks at her phone after the event, smiling softly, maybe at a text from Ron, or maybe at herself, for finally daring to hope again. It's poetic, emotional, and beautifully full circle. The Brown family may be scattered across states and broken by history, but episode 3 reminds us that healing doesn't always look perfect. Sometimes, it looks like driving through a storm or sitting across from a stranger, daring to believe again. So what do you think, Reality Replay family? Was the storm symbolic of the Browns' emotional chaos? Do you think Meri will give Ron a real chance, or is she not ready yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Because at Reality Replay, we bring you the truth behind every reality TV moment that keeps the world talking. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and keep replaying reality.